As we enter a recession, the human tendency is to hold on to the material. And not overspending is always an excellent habit, since that only shows a healthy self-control and you're not emotionally spending and buying things that you don't really need. There are ways of multiplying your wealth that the spiritual path takes you there when you practice regulating your own nervous system and healing your mindset of scarcity. And today I will dedicate the next 5 minutes simply talking about one topic that is extremely important. And that is the importance to give back, especially when you feel you don't have enough or you're going through hardship. And I know that it's completely counterintuitive because you're probably thinking, I have barely enough for myself. How can I give back? And why should you give back? And that's what we'll discover. One of the conditions that we have learned with the older generation is to never give money to homeless people. And I know that I'm not the only one who grew up learning that if we give money to homeless people, we are encouraging them to stay on the street. Living in New York City, we are surrounded by homeless people. And especially after COVID, we realized how all that narrative that was said about them is wrong. And I'll just leave it as wrong because I don't want to use the other word in case my YouTube gets flagged. And I say it with compassion and frustration because I feel stupid for actually playing along that narrative for a very long time. Not anymore. The first thing that I want all of us to understand is that the economy of every country, almost every country, actually I don't know every country, but at least I'll just say it in the United States, which is a pretty good economy compared to other countries. So if you are watching this from other countries, it's probably 10 or 20 times worse in your country. It's designed to keep the poor poor. And just understanding the fundamental of how unfair it is for the people who are making minimum wage and how that doesn't even begin to meet the needs of rent, food, childcare, clothing. We all should be doing so much more if we have a little bit more than a poor person. A really good habit that I would highly encourage to do, and I say because I do it and I realize that we are all influencers in someone's life. People love to mimic certain things that you do because they see that when you do these things, good things happen to you. So here is one thing that I would openly tell you that will actually benefit your wealth mindset and that will actually make you more of a magnet to success. Always carry 10 single dollars when something really bad happens to you. And I don't think that was so bad, but it was pretty bad. Or maybe a little bad, or not bad at all compared to other bad things that happen to other people. But it was bad for me. We always need to take that as a lesson and do better. So what do I mean by that? After COVID in New York City, I was attacked by a homeless person inside the subway. And there was absolutely nobody apart from one guy that was equivalent to nobody. After that attack, I realized there's a reason why homeless people should be angry. The system is so unfair for them. And yes, that person released his anger in me, but I don't blame him. Why would I blame them? I live a much better life than they do. Why wouldn't they be angry at me? If I were in their shoes, maybe I would be angry too. And we don't know what happened before, and we don't know the story. But that was a wake-up call to me that I need to start doing something about it. If we want homeless people to be less angry, less violent, if we want to feel safer in our neighborhood, it's not by putting them in jail. It's not by punching them and getting justice. They are already suffering. What can you do today with whatever means you have to make one homeless person's life or a morning a little bit better? Every time I lost money, it's a habit that I do. And I probably do it for selfish reasons because I do feel so much better when I do this. I give them a $20 bill because I know that that is a way of me not being stagnant on a victim mindset, because we're not victims. We still have ways of finding a job, right? At least we have a home, we have food, we have friends. They don't have any of it. We can't just say, oh, be empathetic and blah, 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 and we walk across a homeless person without giving them at least $1. And we can all do that. And we can all make eye contact with them when we give that $1. And we can also wish them well. We can always say, have a good morning, stay warm, or good luck, anything. That doesn't cost anything, right? So that's even more than that $1. But do give $1. Do carry singles in your pocket. Today we live in a world where I totally get it. We all only carry cards. And this is the habit that we need to break. We need to start carrying singles, not for us, maybe for tipping, but definitely for giving them back. It's our turn. The world is not going to improve until you give a little more to the needy. Most people that have less give more. And if you think that, oh, I don't have that much, you are saying that because you have a lot of money. No, that's not true. Even when I had nothing, I gave, and life gave me back 10 times. And that's just how the cycle is. Don't give it to Gap, don't give it to Amazon, don't give it to Airbnb, but do give back to the needy. They didn't choose their life, and we should never judge them. If they're gonna use that money to buy alcohol, be it. Who are we to judge what they're gonna do with that money? We don't know what kind of life, what kind of heaviness they are carrying. We are all supposed to help more, a lot more. And the fact that we don't, the fact that we want to hurt other people, the fact that we want people to get fired, the fact that we want people to do bad, that's all a sin. And it's time that you, watching this today, become a little bit better and stop envying people. Stop wanting to hurt people. Stop wishing ill on people, because that's the only reason why you are not succeeding and you see other people that are quiet are doing better than you. That's the only reason. And you can change that. You can change that right now. And with time, and I say a long time, because don't do it for instant gratification. You're gonna get none. But you will feel really good if you really think about it. For the 90% of people that I love that are watching this, I know you'll feel better because you are an empath, and that's the only reason why you're attracted to my videos. And it just makes us feel good and understand that, okay, we are fulfilling our purpose, because everyone's purpose is to leave this world a tiny bit better than we found it. Not just mine, not just that other person's, but yours too. And you know it. And if you don't, there you go. That's one of your purposes, because that's one of all of our purposes. It's not even just purpose, it's our responsibility. And if you take it seriously, and when you have an opportunity to give generously. In companies, we do these volunteer works and we're supposed to donate. And I remember being with someone who was a little bit stingy and he didn't want to give that much. And he's like, oh, you're giving so much more than me. So this is an opportunity to give back. Be generous. Every time you are generous, life becomes generous back to you, because they know that you're not going to hoard it, that this is going to be a constant flow. This is how we start moving the wheel of fortune. You don't have to be loud about it either. I mean, today I'm making a YouTube about it, and that's pretty loud. But it's important because the population of homeless people is increasing and they need our help. So go do your thing and go feel better, especially with the holidays coming. Be generous. Give back, and life will give you back tenfold.